This robot found an eye patch at a garbage dump. After putting it on, he thought it looked pretty cool. He quickly placed it into his storage box. Then he discovered an 8-carat diamond ring. But his fingers were too thick to wear it, so he tossed the ring away and kept only the box. He was the last robot on the planet. He had lived alone here for 700 years. His daily job was to load trash into his body, close the door, and compress it tightly. Then, he would spit the trash out as perfectly shaped cubes. At first, he simply stacked them neatly as he was programmed to do. But over time, he slowly developed self-awareness. He began turning the trash cubes into buildings of different shapes. Yet, even after building tower after tower, his only companion was a cockroach. After finishing his work for the day, the robot returned to his room. Inside, all his collected treasures were neatly arranged. Carefully, he took off his shoes before entering. Then he began his relaxation routine, first, playing his favorite music, then sorting through the items he had found that day. But today's sorting came with a problem. This object looked like both a fork and a spoon. So he had no choice but to place it right in the middle, unsure where it belonged, while watching humans holding hands on television. He didn't quite understand, but he longed for someone to be with him like that. But on this empty planet, all he could do was hold his own metal claws together. He left food for the cockroach that kept him company. At night, when it was time to sleep, he curled himself into a small box, using his collection cabinet as his bed. Like a child, he could only fall asleep by rocking himself gently with his hands. The next morning, the low battery warning woke him up. Exhausted, he walked to the door and put on his shoes. He had to step outside under the scorching sun and recharge for 2 hours before starting another workday. He repeated the same routine every day. Even a robot could feel bored. But he always found little surprises in his work, and the joy of collecting eased the loneliness. From sunrise to sunset, the day passed quickly. Eventually, he dismantled a refrigerator and found a small plant sprout inside. It was something he hadn't seen in 700 years. Carefully, he picked it up and placed it into his little box. Suddenly, a red dot caught his attention. He reached for it, but it darted away. The robot chased after it and finally managed to catch it, completely unaware that danger was silently approaching from behind. A massive object fell from the sky with a deafening crash. Fortunately, he managed to dig a hole just in time and stayed hidden for a long while before cautiously peeking out. The spaceship hadn't brought just destruction, it had also brought the love he had always dreamed of, a brand new, hot-tempered, high-tech robot.